Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin, chicken egg, Batmobile, come on, I did the best I could, has broke its wheel. And the Joker got away. And now, a Christmas story starring Cinder the Dragon in Hold the Dragon.
So Merry Christmas, PEZ collectors. Here's the story about holding the dragon.
Yeah, you like this? So, I told you there was going to be a Christmas story, and this is the Christmas story about Cinder the Dragon. And I hope you like the way that we put this video together, because this is how we're going to do it.
What's going on, PEZ collecting fans? This is a Christmas story, but not like any Christmas story you think about when you hear Christmas. This is a Christmas story about PEZ. You see, a few years ago, we were at the PEZmania convention.
It's my first ever PEZmania.
And we went into Josh's room. And everybody knows Josh. Why? Because everybody wins!
I went into Josh's room and played Everybody Wins.
Everybody wins!
They won something out of the dollar bin.
So I won out of the dollar box.
And my daughter said, I don't know that there's anything in there that I want.
She said there was nothing in the dollar box that she wanted.
And I was like, I don't really want anything in here.
And Josh said, well, what are you looking for?
He was like, so what do you want?
I told her there had to be something that she wanted. So I asked Allie, what is it I could get for you?
And she said, I want
Cinder Dragon.
A Cinder the Dragon. It's the last one that I need.
And when she told me Cinder the Dragon,
It was like, oh my gosh.
I think I've got that.
He's like, I think I have one of those in there.
in the bottom of that dollar box, there's one of these dispensers.
Which looks like this.
And he's like, just dump the whole box out.
So Josh said, well, let's just dump it out.
So I said we would dump the box. And Jim looks at me and says, no, you do not have to dump the box.
And my dad was like, no, don't do that.
Josh, you don't need to do that.
And he's like, no, dump the whole box out.
And he says, yes, I do.
So then Josh dumps it the whole bin over.
And he took the box and he dumped it over.
And so I dumped the box on the floor.
And there were PEZ everywhere.
It was like, what?
And the kids and I had a blast digging through, trying to look for Cinder the Dragon.
And there were a ton of PEZ on the ground. So me and my stepbrother started looking through.
Just looking and looking.
And the kids, like a feeding frenzy, they're down on their hands and knees looking through.
And looking and looking.
But I couldn't find Cinder the Dragon. And I knew there was a Cinder the Dragon in there. There was a Cinder the Dragon in there. There was a bunch of them.
And we looked up at Josh and I said, it isn't in here.
Could not find it.
There was no dragon.
And there was no dragon.
But there was no dragon.
And there was no dragon.
There was no dragon.
And there was no dragon.
There was no dragon.
And there was no dragon!
Cinder, where were you?
There was no dragon.
And there was no dragon.
No dragon anywhere.
Okay, we get it. There was no dragon.
But Josh said,
But Josh promised me he would get me one.
Josh promised it.
Wait, I promise you.
and I will get you that dragon.
And you will get exactly what you wanted to win.
And so I gave him my number.
How should I save this in here?
Hold the dragon.
He says, save it as Jim Brown. Hold the dragon.
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 I think
Nah.
they get it now.
So apparently Josh put me in his phone as Hold the Dragon, Jim Brown.
So I saved it in my phone. Still to this day, it says, Hold the Dragon, Jim Brown. And so when I go home and I'm digging through boxes I didn't take with me to the PEZ convention, I'm starting to look through the boxes.
Just looking and looking.
He's in my hand, and it's so easy right now, but then it was empty-handed. I could not find Cinder the Dragon.
And dragons were hard to come by.
Just looking and looking.
And he doesn't have the dragon at home.
And I can't find Cinder the Dragon.
Just looking and looking.
I'm looking all over the place for Cinder the Dragon. I'm calling dealers. I'm calling everybody. Nobody has Cinder the Dragon.
And looking and looking.
And then
finally, he ended up ordering
an unopened box, Series 4 of the PEZ Pets.
an entire sealed box.
I am so excited. But there is no guarantee that there is a Cinder the Dragon in any box like this.
Cinder the dragon might be in that box.
Now, Cinder the Dragon will be pictured right here. That's what you learned today. But also what you're learning is there's no guarantees. I think there's 8 of them that will be in this box. And there's no guarantee that there will be a Cinder the Dragon. But I'm a risky kind of guy.
But he didn't know because it was a sealed box.
So I overpaid for this box.
This very box.
I'm going to be true to my word. And I look in my phone for Hold the Dragon.
So then I get this call. And it's, hey, can we meet? I think I might have the dragon.
Because I am. I hope I'm holding the dragon.
It was near Christmas, and Jim took me in the car to get Allie's birthday present.
I arranged to meet Jim like I do all PEZ collectors. In usually a piano bar, maybe a shady parking lot.
That doesn't sound sketchy at all, does it?
He chose the shady parking lot.
So we met in a parking lot.
So at the shady parking lot, I said, Jim, here you go.
And we had a transaction of epic proportions.
I am no longer going to hold the dragon. It is your turn to now hold the dragon. Please give this to Allie.
I got a box.
And he said, I have an idea.
I put it inside a box, wrapped it up, and wrote on the side of the box, everybody wins.
I'm going to give it to her for Christmas.
And then I wrapped that up in Christmas wrap and I put it under the tree and waited until Christmas morning.
Let me know how it turns out.
And on Christmas morning, I missed it all.
Christmas morning.
And it was Christmas. And I had completely forgotten that all this happened.
And my daughter comes down the stairs and there's all of these presents arrayed under the tree.
It's Christmas morning and I had started opening up all my presents.
And as she's opening them, oh, this is great, this is great.
I had one last one and I was like, what's this?
We have a special present. She said, what is it?
So my dad was like, you just have to open it.
And I said, you're going to have to open it to find out. So she tears off the paper and there's a box that says,
And it said, everybody wins. And I was like, hey, that's Josh's game.
and she goes, oh, Josh says that. And I smiled. And then she opened up the box.
So then I opened up the big box and I saw this box.
And inside was this box.
I was like, wait, does it have a Cinder the Dragon?
And she rips it open and there is not one.
And then I kept going. And then I saw 2. And I kept going. And there were 3 Cinder the Dragons.
And when she opened it up, she got 3 dragons.
3 Cinder the Dragons inside. And she was so happy.
I was so happy.
She was so happy. She was so happy. It was amazing. And I took these pictures as it was happening.
This picture melted my heart.
And I sent them to Josh on Christmas morning and said, Merry Christmas.
Allie got her dragon. I kept my word. And you're only as good as your word. And it meant more to me to give. It meant more to me to hunt this down no matter how hard it was to find it.
That was like his mission.
And to give it away and follow through on my promise.
I was so happy.
And I did. She got the dragon. I'm a mess.
I'm sure it was heartwarming for everyone.
But that's what PEZ does for me. And that's what PEZ means to me. I don't want to have this. I want to give this. And not just during the holiday season, but throughout the year. Always think of others. And what it's like to put a smile on somebody's face. Because that picture I save and I hold so close to my heart. And this is my Christmas wish to you all. And hopefully you feel the way I feel in a gift that you were able to give to somebody. I'm a real human being, and I cry too. But you know what? It's all about informing and educating. And now you know. So until next time.
Bye, y'all.